Hey adventurers, welcome to the crew. I'm Sea Lord Janda, and this is my Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. In the last episode, we finished White March 1, we've now returned home to Kadnua, and this is going to be an inventory management episode. Party in here. Level them. Let's see, Kana, you can have perhaps a point of athletics. 7 men onto the deck they went. Gives a bonus to defense against prone, freeze, and shock. Causes burn and slash damage to enemies. Pretty solidly, actually. Or increases deflection. The dragon thrashed, the dragon wailed. Well done, Kana. And Grieving Mother. Let's see here. Why does she have so many points in stealth? That's literally useless. I guess let's put some in athletics. Actually, survival would be better, honestly. Then she'll get at least the second. We can almost get the second damage reduction. Borrowed Instinct. Rants intellect and perception to boost Cypher's defenses, or Tactical Meld. Plus 20 accurate, okay. Alright, let's grab that, I guess. Okay, that's pretty nice. And another level. Alright, let's grab that survival 7, and then we can get damage reduction 2, I guess. And, okay, amplified wave. Foe AoE from any allied target. That's pretty nice. Or disintegration. 310 raw damage over 20 seconds. That's so much damage. Holy cow. But we can take both, too. Dazes and confuses various enemies. That's quite nice too, and it jumps targets. I'll take these two. Disintegrate's actually crazy good. I mean, it takes 20 seconds, but that's a lot of damage. It's raw damage too, I believe. Which makes it... wasn't it? Yeah. Which is unblockable. So... yeah. Okay, now...
You're
tell you
Will
what,
Watcher.
I'm here. Let's sell the junk that we have first, so we can just clear stuff out a little. Let's see. Let's just toss that in the. Okay. Well, all right. Keep one Wodica hood. Don't need that. Suppose I need that. Basic fine equipment and such I do not need for sure. Nor do I need fish. Nope, keep the pry bar. But sell the spears. Honestly, yes, sell the traps. I don't ever use them. Ah, the baby Lagafith is in Aloth's inventory. Putting it in my inventory so that I have it when we go back to the White March. Okay. Now let's see what's in here. Yeah. So, literally everything without at least... honestly, all the fine stuff we can sell too. Probably. I'm pretty sure everyone in the whole party has magic weapons at this point. What was that last thing? Oh, Morningstar. Oh, but it's exceptional. Shoot. Okay, don't sell the exceptional stuff. Kind of means I need to actually read, though. So let's just start off by selling the stuff without any highlights. Okay. And then the armor. I have a lot of armor that's not at least fine, huh? I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of most of these generic helms. Okay. 7,600 copper for a start. Now that's trimmed things a little. Okay, I'm not changing weapons, but I could change hats or cloaks or such. Or armor. You know, honestly, all these things, I want to toss them, like... into here so I can compare them to other stuff more easily. Okay, hats. This one gives me immunity to confuse and +2 intellect, which is pretty solid. Yeah, I don't think any of those beat that. What about this cloak? +5 all defenses, max endurance, and damage reduction. Okay, yeah, that's really good. Probably don't have a better one than that. Oh, this one might be crazy good for Sagani. That's just ranged deflection. Okay. I have a ring, which offers 1st and 3rd level spells, which is pretty nice. And I have one that gives Fortitude, Reflex, and Will. I don't think any of those better. I have no belt. I have this, which delays consciousness. Oh, that's why that always happens. Huh. Forgot even equipping it. Okay, I have numerous belts, which would give me plus constitution. This might be more appropriate, though. Boots. Are there better boots here? There's a bunch that give speed. Oh, wait. Oh, those are bracers. Where do I put bracers on? Oh, in the glove slot. What do my gloves do? Dexterity? Rather have the spell damage. Okay, boots. My existing ones are that, which is not that good. This gives me defense against prone. This gives reflexes. This gives move speed. Give me reflexes. Okay, so that's my gear. Except, let me check armor. Do I have anything that I like radically better than this? It's all armor, but let's see. This is 9 with minus 25%. This is intellect and lore, but it's very little armor. Yeah, I think to top this it would have to be like really one of the really special ones, not just one of these generic pretty good ones. Okay, so, yeah, let's do Ader first. He's got that now. He's got this cloak of protection. Do I have any better cloaks? Probably not really. What's this do? Oh, that's not that great. Focus gain. Now that might be right for Grieving Mother. For Ader. He already has one of those. He's got this, which I always forget to use. It's not that great at this point anyway. As a percentage of his health, that's quite low, so. Do we have any better rings? That might be quite nice, actually. Let's give him this one. If I can remember to use it. Do better than +5 deflection would. What'll this do? Oh, that's pretty nice. He has this, which grants second chance. However, I do have this, which gives Overwhelming Wave and Dancing Bolts at the cost of move speed. Doesn't have second chance, but for Ader that might be the right call, actually. It's kind of rare that when he gets down, it's very rare that he gets down when we actually still have a chance as a party, so yeah, probably go for this. We'll see how badly it hurts his move speed, but yeah. Right, gloves, quickness, melee damage. Somebody else would actually probably do better than that, to tell you the truth. Attack speed. What's this do? Interesting. This might be kind of okay for him, considering how much he gets beaten on. Okay. He's still using Gaun's share. There's no way this is that good, but I don't really have... Do I have something clear-cut better? The damage restored his endurance is just so good. Or at least I feel like it is. This is pretty damn nice too, though. And also the thing is, he's really not supposed to be DPS, so... I'm not overly worried about it. For sure none of these non-special ones. Okay, shield-wise, he has... What the heck is it? Oh yes, this low medium shield. But it has exceptional, so yeah. And 50 defense while stunned or prone. So you have to have at least exceptional shield in order to be worth. Let's see, this isn't exceptional at all. It just gives bash and it reflects ranged attacks. That one's exceptional, but not otherwise special. This one's fine. You know, the one he's got is clearly still our best. Okay. Sagani. +3 perception is good. The aura of stealth is not so special. That's nice. That I think is very nice still, yeah. Probably not gonna beat that. Or that, honestly, although. What are other people wearing? And oh, I guess everybody is just wearing rings. That's just a weird looking ring. Okay, we could give her a belt. I'm alright with these boots probably, although if we have something clearly better. Speed, 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 speed. Yeah, I mean. Quickness? Maybe. Does she have gloves? Yes, they do that, but I hardly ever remember to actually use this, so this would probably be better. Just put those up. Belts, we got Constitution, Knockdown, or Regen. Oh, right. What do I think is better, Constitution or Regen? It's not a lot of regen, is it? No, that's pretty poor, actually. Let's hold off on a belt for Scunny. We don't have any great ones to give her. I'd rather give a Loth the other knockdown belt, I think. Let's see, he has no real hat. Do we have any hats worth giving him? This grants a rot skull. Does that count? Also ranged deflection and minor spellbind. Might be better than that. I'm not sure it is, though. Let's see. I was looking at hats before. Right. Sure, take the lavender wreath. Better than nothing. Gloves? Do we have any good gloves? Spell damage multiplier. Yes, please. Do we have any good boots? I think we've just looked at this. Well, we got a bunch that give speed, one that gives sturdy, and one with this minor spellbind. I guess give him this one. Kana. It's pretty. Doesn't have a lot. Let's give him this, because that could be good for him. And maybe, maybe you can have one of the other suppress affliction rings. Boots. Have some speed boots, I guess. Belt. Have the regen belt, I suppose. Why not? He's using this pistol, which is, let's see here. It's got damaging one only, so it's not that great. But I don't think we have a better one. Oh, wait, hold on, this one. Hold on, I'll compare those in more detail. That would be the one, I think, if we were going to switch. Or, I mean, do we have a really nice arquebus? Because it was using one to start with. We don't, though, actually. Still haven't found one that's any better than this. That's a pretty fantastic greatsword. But we don't have a lot of people who use them. Okay, his gun has attack speed and damaging 1, basically. And an extra DR bypass, I guess. This one has the DR reduction. It has fine, which is equivalent to damaging 1, but better. It doesn't have attack speed, but it does have stealth and passive ambushing for 25% damage. I don't quite know how that works. Maybe only with your first shot or something, but I think this is probably better. Yeah, somebody should really wear this, actually. Sagani, what are you wearing? Oh yeah, definitely put this on. Right, Craving Mother. You want that? Sure, why not? Anything else that's good for her? Anything else? You can have some speed boots, just because. those I'm keeping for Palagina, actually. She can have this footpad's hood, I guess. Maybe this for ranged deflection. Oh, wait, she already has. Well, probably rather have that. Gloves, rings. Oh, and a belt. She can have one of the extra Constitution belts, I guess. Would make more sense for the White March companions, maybe, but that's alright. I think that's very appropriate. What's that leave? Gloves and an extra ring. I don't have any good gloves. I could give her one of those. Neither one really makes sense, probably. Maybe just take this one. Okay, for weapons, she's currently using a dagger and a crossbow. I think, let's give her a nice crossbow, probably, like this one. I think that's probably the best one we got. I mean, fundamentally, she's basically supposed to be a caster, but this will be the best weapon option otherwise. Maybe she can have a, dagger or something for a secondary. Sure. This one. Okay.
Gods keep you.
Anything else that I need to sell? I think probably all the generic fine weapons can go by the wayside at this point. Although, annoyingly, they're not really differentiated from exceptional ones, so I have to actually read the descriptions. How good is that flail? Not that special, actually. I mean, it does do that, but it doesn't have any other real advantage over Jones' share. I'm not convinced by it. 17k right there. Okay, we can sell the generic fine armors also. I think. Okay, another 11k. Alright, now, how long until Palagina returns? 2 terms? What does that even mean? I don't know what that even means. moment of rest. And take, honestly, this is probably surely the best bonus most of the time. As you sleep, you're buoyed and buffeted by the vagaries of dreams. They tumble and thrash about you and fill your mind's eye with pale, glittering motes. They resolve into a light snowfall and a biting northerly wind. You recognize the mountains, the White Marsh, rising around you, and you shiver. You see Stalwart a few miles away, quiet and still, but for a few curling streams of smoke rising from the chimneys. Durgan's battery is perched above it, its shadow stretching into the valley. Above it all, you hear a deep, slow rhythm. At first, it sounds like a distant drumming, but then it grows louder, cracking through the dry air and booming from the mountain pass. Watch and listen. Each thud comes louder and faster than the next. Thunder echoes from the mountaintops as great sheets of ice and snow tumble down the slopes. But the rhythm keeps building, shattering frozen lakes like crystal saucers. New ravines split through the mountains as old chasms fill with snow and scree. A rock slide buries Stalwart, and Durgan's battery is shaken into rubble. Shadows rise over the mountains, the vanguard of a massive army. You tumble from the foothills and bound across the Deerwood, feeling the rumble of the advancing army all the while. Okay, I'll barricade myself in my castle. Cadnua rises from the forest, its mended walls reaching out to you like a pair of strong arms. You barricade yourself within the great hall as the pounding grows closer still. It rattles the foundations of the great keep, and just as the masonry begins shaking loose, you hear an unholy battle cry coming from your courtyard. The ceiling collapses and sends a cascade of bricks and beams onto your head. You struggle to wakefulness, kicking at the bedding knotted around your legs. As you shake free of the last bonds of sleep, you hear a voice whisper something in a language you've never heard, and you see an image of 100 shifting, staring eyes. You awaken, feverishly warm and covered in sweat. Right, bit of an army problem then. Hey, leader.
Strange place for a shrine to Abidan, Crucible Keep. Maybe it made more sense at some point before it gathered all that dust. And the only thing the Knights of the Crucible worship these days is the nobility, as far as I understand it.
I knew some soldiers who got recruited by the Knights after the war was over. They told me some about it. They get these young kids in there and they tell them about blacksmithing, about the revolution, and about tradition. Talk about the golem like he created the Crucible Knights and is forged to go win Deerwood's independence. Then they join, and it turns out all any of those knights ever talks about is, when are we going to get recognized as a real knighthood? When are we getting our titles and our land? Their High Justice wants to be an earl, says it's Abaddon's will. He's got a castle and an army. You wonder how long he'll wait before he starts a war over it, saying Abaddon told him to. It seems like some of them take their ideals seriously. You see it with the older knights, some of them. They were taught differently. I feel for them, seeing all that slowly wearing away around them. Nothing to be done because the wrong people are in charge. Shame they don't have better people leading them. I can sympathize with that. Okay. It's Palagino. 2 turns. What does that mean? What is a turn in this context? Oh, I see. Well, okay, but I don't see. Is it a travel? Like if I travel and then... come back, is that a 2 turns?
I'm here.
Because I want to just, I want to re-equip Palagina. While I'm in this equipping mood. Maybe 1 fast travel is 1 turn, we'll see. No, apparently not. What happens if I press recall? Can I send somebody else to do it? Nah. It just ends. Bit of a waste, but it's almost kind of necessary, because I was really planning to use Palutena. Let me look up what a turn is in this context, because that has not been explained to me. Oh. Apparently it's when you advance a quest is a turn. That's really weird. Alright. Yeah, in that case, I don't get anything that great from these quests. I'm gonna... I mean, do I have a good way to advance a quest without... I mean, those... That... Maybe this would be the easiest way to do it. Actually, because...
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
I happen to have previously cheated, and I know how to, Okay. Sorry.
Amazing. You could fit a
Let me
whole
see.
village in here.
I will wait in the place of your strength.
If I can cheese this by advancing this quest. Technically, the breaking of the curse on this sword that Monahan has is a quest.
Absolutely.
And also, I've definitely cheated and I know how to solve the curse. The S-Dock seems to hum as it nears the Unwithy machine. Something arcs between the steel blade and the outer core of the ancient device. The voices in the S-Dock grow quieter and the weapon feels more powerful. New writing appears along the blade. New verses blaze, they read, "Find the sun-kissed hillocks where the dead folk sleep. Rest beside their wasting flesh, inspect what dreams you reap." Was that a turn? Maybe not yet. Maybe it will be when I travel, though. Oh, I can't go to Heritage Hill. Is there another place? I think maybe here? Maybe. Hold up. I mean, it refers to a graveyard, clearly. But it's not that clear which ones are actually... Okay, the Esternwood is valid. Came up with that without cheating. I was thinking it was Heritage Hill, but this graveyard also works. Just rest here, I think it said. The loamy soil squishes underfoot, and something invisible seems to rise from it. You detect essence, faint and barely perceptible, drifting up from the graveyard. The grey sleeper seems to feed on it, and the strange voices grow quieter still. Another verse gleams in the steel. "Fingers of the world, Adra strong and whole, kneel before the pillars, bring order to your soul." Great, very easy. There's like a bunch of places where there's Adra pillars. Most conveniently, I believe there's some sticking out of the ground in the middle of our courtyard, so... Not actually sure if all of them are valid, but I think logically they should be. inside of this pillar is graven with hundreds of whorls and ridges. Even under a layer of grime and moss, the edge gleams. Where did this come from? Kneel. As you kneel, the voices in the Grey Sleeper reach a low, peaceful harmony. A final surge of energy fills the blade, and the voices fall silent. You feel the curse snap like a rotten cord. Okay, what did all that give us, anyway? A penance now complete. A burden now a gift. Keep this weapon at your side to remind you of your shrift. Oh, it's now superb. Has a chance to cast Invoke Vessels and Twin Stones. Grants slow spirits thrice per rest, which that's pretty nice, potentially. And 10% chance to cast Paralyze. Okay, yeah, it's a really badass sword now, actually. Fair enough, Manaha. I don't suppose that... Oh, it did. Excellent. Okay. The road to Red Flower Lake turned out to be even more dangerous than the elders of the Kind Wayfarers had expected. They believed the attack against Adram Delphar's funeral procession had been carried out by ogres. Instead, Palutena and the Kind Wayfarer initiates discovered eotones, twisted two-headed ogres of incredible size and ferocity. Recovering the paladins' bodies was costly, with 5 more initiates dying in the process. In the end, Palutena and 7 Kind Wayfarers reached Red Flower Lake. There they held a service for Adram Delphar and the others that died to make their way to the summit. On the way back down, the initiates placed marked cairns along the trail to indicate when it had been cleared by the Kind Wayfarers, and at what cost. Patchwork boots. More importantly, we can put Palutena in the party now, and level her up. Although, maybe we'll push for damage reduction too. Let's see. Okay, this inspires all allies when the Palutena downs an enemy. That could be nice. This suspends hostile effects. This better disengage defense. This sworn enemy. Okay. Aegis of Loyalty. Improves deflection. Increases damage reduction in an aura. Oh, but I don't know if she has a different Celis order. She probably does, right? I should figure that out, I guess. Let's see. Coordinated attacks. Hastening extra to healing chain. We should probably get that. We need a healer. Not that she can be a dedicated healer exactly, but we need some healing. And now, Palutena. I did give Sagani the... No, I didn't. Where's the really badass sword? Where's the amazing bow? Somebody has it. I don't even really look at it, actually, but somebody has that bow, Stormcaller. I don't know who.
Farewell.
But, it's one of our party members. Probably one of these 3. Yeah, sure, you leveled up, whatever. It's... Nope, no, that's the wrong one. Him. Her. Let's grab this and this too. And maybe the lockpicks. I heard. I'll be there in a second. Right, so... Okay, switch the party back out.
Very well.
Now, where's the bow? Here it is. This bow is exceptional, and it does shock and pierce, which reduces one of the big only pierce damage disadvantages of the bows. This bow is as smooth and light as driftwood, yet as hard as a sturdy mast. It feels warm in your hands, as if one of its previous owners had just passed it to you. As you hold it, you can almost feel the sea spray in your cheeks and hear storm-whipped waves in your ears. So, yeah, I mean, currently she has this, which is damaging 3, which is only equal to this, except this has more accuracy. This does convert grazes to hits and damage over time, so it's pretty nice, but doesn't outdo this, and plus this is obviously going to get extra bonuses because of the soulbound stuff. call this the backup bow, I guess, although, you know, whatever. We'll just call it original the backup still, why not? Well, those substantially less damage, so we'll just put it in her inventory. We should really put most of these special things in the party chests. It just doesn't make sense to have them sitting around in some individual's inventory, really. This way we can redistribute them easily. Okay, so she's got this. Oh, and I need to bind it. Yeah. Yeah, 250 shock damage. Perfect. And then Pelagina, right. Can't wear head things. Her amulet gives a reflex and healing received. Let's see, perception. Max endurance, but that's probably better, honestly, although it's not actually that much, though, so maybe not. That's arguably pretty good, too. Or a ranged deflection or something. Maybe we'll just stick with that. Okay. She's still wearing the same breastplate as always. Just, do we have a better, I mean, 40% recovery speed is the thing. There's not a lot that beat that. In fact, well, we do have just exceptional breastplates, but this also has plus 50%, 125%, which is quite nice. So I think we'll stick with it for now, until we can find a really nice, exceptional breastplate. I'm sure they exist. Gloves. Where were those melee damage gloves? I was going to give those to her. There they are. There you go. Ring of Protection. Resolve. I don't think we have anything better, really. No. Belt of Healing Received. I think she would do better with this Belt of Constitution. Right, she can't have pets, yes. Currently she has Justice and the Drake's Bell. Now, Drake's Bell does have... No, it's actually not exceptional, is it? It just has, DR bypass and reduction and the stacking plus accuracy against beasts. But somewhere here we have picked up... Well, if you've picked up exceptional S-Stocks, and we've picked up that in particular, although that's a great sword, not an S-Stock. But it's probably still pretty damn good. You're not sorting well by item type here. I don't know how you're sorting yourself exactly. Oh, wait, maybe you are now. Okay. Yeah, I don't have... See, this has... And it's soul-bound as well. It does 19 to 27 damage, which is definitely more. But the DR reduction is really good, but... this also destroys vessels, and it's soulbound, so I think we're going to switch to that and keep that maybe in reserve for really heavily armored targets, yeah? Okay.
I'm here.
And with that, I would say our party is finally reassembled. Although I hate the order they're in on the taskbar. Hold on.
Farewell.
Ader,
I shall.
Aloth.
See you when I
No,
see
probably even
I shall.
Aloth, Ader, Pelagina. do I need to, like...
Farewell.
Safe travels.
Hey,
If they're already in the party, if they just
see you when I
snap
see you.
back to where they were.
Hey.
Katashina. Okay, so that's where we are at for now. Thank you, everybody, very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Next time, we are going to be heading east towards Twin Elms to finally continue the main story after our little diversion up in the White March. For now, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. This is Sea Lord Jenda, signing off.